Alright guys, today we're going to go over my Xbox 360 collection. Let's get into it. Alright, first off we got 007 Quantum of Solace. Never saw the movie, but I heard the movie was crap, so I imagine the game is probably crap too. Next I've got Air Conflict Secret Wars. Yeah, I don't really know much about this. Assassin's Creed 2. This is one of the only Assassin's Creeds I've played. I think I played this game for like 2 hours. I never played the 360 version. I pirated this game when I was younger, and I actually got in trouble from my parents because the internet provider at the time messaged them and found out that I had gotten it illegally. Was it worth it? No, because I didn't even finish the game. If I'm going to go back and play an Assassin's Creed, I'll definitely check this one out. Okay, I lied. I have definitely played more of Assassin's Creed 3. Now that I'm seeing the cover, yeah, I remember playing this game for at least 6, 7, 8 hours on 360. I remember it not really running well at all, like sub 20 frames per second at some points. I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. Assassin's Creed Revelations. I only have this because I got it in a lot. Oh, same lot as that Assassin's Creed 3. Baja Edge of Control. This was a fun one. It's pretty much, you know, just a giant sandbox where you can just drive around. It's pretty boring. Like, there's really not much to do. And it's really not a great game. It's kind of just a nice tool to just drive around with. And, you know, I love sand duning and I love, you know, all the cars in the game, so it's fun for like 30 minutes. Battlefield 3, you know, the console version is just not going to be the best way to play this. I don't know if the Battlefield 3 community is still, you know, pretty active on PC. I know the Battlefield 4 community is, and I think Battlefield 4 is a great game nowadays. Battlefield Hardline, this game is pointless. Bayonetta, this is a great game. This is what kind of started off my kick of playing a bunch of character action games and you know, the whole genre itself. This game is great. Love the characters, love the combat. Graphically, it's a little grayish, brownish, and that's just kind of comes with the territory of being a 360 game. This whole generation just kind of looks kind of ugly nowadays, but otherwise the character interactions and the gameplay more than make up for that, and this game is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Next I've got Big Bumpin'. I mean, it's a Burger King game, really not much to say here. I'd actually say graphically, it's pretty nice, especially considering that technically it's an Xbox original game. It's not even a 360 game. I'd say graphically it looks pretty good. Gameplay-wise, I mean, I think these cost $7 brand new, so that pretty much tells you what you're getting. Next I've got BioShock. Never played BioShock 1 or 2. I've played BioShock Infinite for like an hour on PC. I think I got it for free or something. This is definitely a series I need to play one day. Borderlands, the pre-sequel. The only Borderlands that I've played to completion is Borderlands 2. I played that on PC and I really liked it. I don't know how the console versions fare. I know this was a 360 PS3 game that came out after the Xbox One, PS4 came out, or like right at the same time. I don't know if it's any good. Maybe. Alright, we're just going to talk about the Modern Warfare trilogy. Never really played Modern Warfare 1 that much. I definitely have never played the campaign mode on it. I might have played multiplayer a bit. Modern Warfare 2 is the one I have the most time on. I think this is a legit great game. Not just a good Call of Duty game. I think this is a good game in general. Campaign is excellent. It's super memorable. Multiplayer is just absolutely fantastic in this game. Like, to this day, this is some people's, you know, favorite multiplayer experience in all of Call of Duty. And with Activision fixing the servers recently, I mean, I'm pretty sure the player count on this game is probably more than the Modern Warfare 2. And why is it called Modern Warfare 2? Why is there 2 games called Modern Warfare 2? Like, they literally have the same exact name. Ridiculous. And now there's going to be a Modern Warfare 3 with the exact same name. Hate that shit so much. But anyways, yeah, Modern Warfare 2, great game. Modern Warfare 3, I mean, the campaign was somewhat memorable, especially with how you you freaking murder Makarov at the end. But multiplayer-wise, I mean, I don't really remember anything super memorable that was different than Modern Warfare 2. I think they added Kill Confirmed. That's like, this is the game I think that started like Kill Confirmed as a game mode, which is fine, but it's not really that much different than just playing Team Deathmatch. Yeah, overall, I'd say the Modern Warfare trilogy is probably the most consistently good good series of games within Call of Duty, and is kind of worth checking out. And then we got Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I would say Black Ops is probably my favorite Call of Duty, and that's mainly just for the zombies mode in this game. I think this game has the most consistently good zombies maps, and the best starting map ever. Kino der Untoten is an absolutely fantastic zombies map, and I've spent probably more hours on that map than any other zombies map. Probably any other zombies map combined. This game's great. Excellent campaign. Multiplayer was good, but definitely not as good as like Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, great game. And then there's Black Ops 2, which I know a lot of people really love this game. I never really got in the multiplayer for this. I didn't like the campaign, and I thought the zombies is one of the worst in the series. I hate the bus map. I hate Transit so much. I think it's just a lame map. Next up, got Clive Barker's Jericho. I have no idea what this game is, what it's about. Yeah. Crackdown 2. I remember playing this a bit when I was younger, and I was kind of, you know, a little excited to check it out again. I don't think it's that good. I think it's just kind of sluggish and boring. Next up, got Crysis 3. Never played any of the Crysis games. Next up, Dead Rising 2. I haven't played the actual Dead Rising 2 game, but I did play. I believe they released a free like demo DLC thing before the game came out. I remember you play as not as Frank, whatever the other guy is. You play as him in like a small town, and it's only like a 2-hour experience, but it's its own game. It's not really a demo, but it's not DLC. It's kind of a weird thing. I remember playing that, but I never actually played the real game. I also haven't played the first Dead Rising, so need to do that. Next up, we've got Dead Island. I mean, everyone remembers the initial trailer. I mean, that trailer looked absolutely stunning. The actual game didn't really like turn out to be like that. I mean, I think I played this game for like less than an hour. I just got really bored of it. Dead or Alive 5. I tried playing this recently. I couldn't log on to the game. I think this is an online only game, and I don't have Xbox Live, or the servers are shut down. Either or, I can't play this game on 360 anymore, so that's lame. Next up, got Dead Space. This is one I really gotta check out. I got nothing to say on it yet. Of course, I've got a copy of Destiny. Gotta have all the Destinies. Devil May Cry 4. This game is fantastic. I'd say I like it almost as much as the first game. Almost. And there's a good reason why I don't, but gameplay wise, yes, better than the first game by far. This is my favorite controlling game. Well, it was until I started playing DMC 5. Yeah, DMC 4. It really reminds me of the first game a lot. Like, I think the reason I don't like the third game, and granted I've only played like the first 4 missions of the third game, I just don't like, I hate to use this word, but I don't like the vibe of it. It just feels like wrong to me. I don't know why. I know it's supposed to be like the best game in the series. I know it's supposed to have the best controls, best combat, but just the vibe of the game, I don't like it. But the vibe of this game, I absolutely love. I love the way everything looks. I love the way everything feels. It's got bad, cringy dialogue. It's got stupid characters that are in this realm of like, am I supposed to take this seriously? Am I not supposed to take this seriously? I don't really know what's going on here, and so it makes it just like perfect schlock to laugh at. I thought Nero would be annoying as a character, but he's actually not that bad in this game. He's really fun to control, like really, really fun. The whole you know, grappling arm mechanic, oh my god, it is absolutely fantastic. But the one thing I really don't like, and I would have liked this game more than DMC 1 had it not been for Dante's side of the game. If they would have actually fleshed out Dante's path and not just made you replay the same levels as Nero but backwards, I think this could have legitimately been my favorite game in the series. But you could tell like they either ran out of time or just didn't care. They, you know, they had a good first like 11, 12 levels, and then the other 6, 7, 8 levels, they just kind of make you do the same thing you just did, but backwards. So don't appreciate that, but otherwise, great game. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I tried playing it. I don't know. I'm not really into the whole Bethesda genre of games. I don't like Fallout that much. I don't like this game that much. I've never tried Skyrim, but I assume if I don't like this game, people say Skyrim is not as good as Oblivion, so we'll see. Enemy Front. Fable 3. I tried playing Fable 1. Couldn't really get into it, and I know Fable 2 is supposed to be like the best one, and then Fable 3 is supposed to suck, so probably won't get around to this for a long, long time. But next up, got Far Cry compilation. Yeah, I've got 3 Far Cry games here. Fallout 3. I have probably started and tried to play this game like 10 times. I just can't get into it. Like, I'm just not into the style of game that the Fallout series became after Fallout 3. I have a feeling I would like Fallout 1 and 2, but I've never tried them. But yeah, I don't know. I just, something about it. I just don't know. Final Fantasy 13-2. I haven't played the first 13. It's a weird thing to say. But yeah, I haven't played that, so I haven't played this. Forza Motorsport 3. This is probably, out of any racing simulation game I've ever played, I have the most amount of hours on this game. I don't know why, but like when we got this game, me and my brother, we just spent hours and hours playing this game. I think we had the 360 steering wheel too. But yeah, this game is just fun, and really my favorite part was just grabbing a crappy car and just customizing and upgrading it to the point where like it was just as good as the Ferraris. I think we had a Honda Fit that we like maxed out everything, and it was like in the same class as like Ferraris and Lambos and stuff. So yeah, fun game. Halo 1 Anniversary. I think I've played this version once. I know I had it at some point. I don't remember if it's supposed to be better or worse than the original. I assume it runs on the same engine because you can just press a button in this game to switch graphics. I recently just played through Halo 1 again on an original Xbox, and it's a great game. It really holds up. I forgot that it's not really like a first-person shooter action game. It's kind of a horror game with the twist that happens with the flood. And it's just a great experience. Like, I at this point, having played it again, I'd say Halo 1 probably has the best campaign mode out of any of the Halo games. However, my favorite Halo is probably Halo 3. It's tied between this and a game we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, Halo 3 is absolutely fantastic. Campaign is good. It's really good. But the multiplayer is really what I sunk a lot of time into. And Forge. Oh my god, Forge mode in this game was so fun. And while it is very primitive, that's what made it so good, because Pete, you really had to put in a lot of effort and a lot of time to make these Forge maps cool. And just seeing what people were able to create with the limitations of the Forge system in this game was absolutely fantastic, and just made playing those maps so much more memorable. It's not as interesting when you have so many tools at your disposal. You can just make whatever you want and just like, terraform places and stuff in the new Forge stuff, because like sometimes you need restrictions to breed creativity, and that was what the Forge mode was in this game. All the crazy maps we used to play on Sandbox and building forts and stuff, like this game was absolutely fantastic. Halo 3 ODST, I've never played it, never had it as a kid, but definitely need to try it out nowadays. Okay, and Halo Reach. I don't know if I like Halo 3 or Halo Reach more. Love the campaign in this game, love the multiplayer, love the armor system with the credits, and how like pretty much everything you do in the game will give you credits that you could buy towards unlocking skins. Nowadays, like that would never be in a game nowadays. That would just be locked behind loot boxes or a season pass or something. But this game, you could get everything in the game by playing the game. Well, I guess minus the map packs. I miss that system. Just bring back map packs, guys. Just do it, because I'm done with unlocking skins. Well, I'm done with online games in general, but if I were to still play them, like, just fuck season passes. Anyways, great game, great multiplayer, great campaign mode, great Forge mode, just great game. And then there's Halo 4. This game's okay. Campaign's weird, multiplayer's weird, Forge mode, I don't care. The whole game is just kind of a nothing burger to me. Like, it's not bad, it's not good. Yeah. Lego Harry Potter, the first one. Haven't played it, but I like the Harry Potter series, mostly. And I like the Lego games, so chances are I'll probably like this game. And the same goes for the second one. Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda. I've always thought that was such a weird combination. But anyways, yeah, I've played Lego Indiana Jones, and it's a fun game. It's a really fun game. Much better than Lego Indiana Jones 2. That game is crap. Yeah, Lego Indiana Jones 1 is great. This is one of the, like, I would say, like, one of the last true great Lego games, coming right off the heels of Lego Star Wars. It's just a good Lego game. Lego, the Lego Movie video game. Haven't played it. Next up is Lost Odyssey. This is one I really wanted to play for a long time. I liked it. I didn't finish it. I got through disc 1, I got like halfway through disc 2, and then I kind of just dropped it. There's a couple things going for it, and there's a couple things going against it. I'm interested in the plot, and I like the characters, and I think the combat system is good enough. But the game is pretty freaking ugly. It's really ugly. Like, this game is super freaking brown and gray. And the performance is terrible. Like, I can understand if there's a lot of things happening at once in battle and the frame rate's gonna drop, and frame rate's not too important in a turn-based JRPG, but like, in some of these cutscenes, like, some of these cutscenes are running at like 10 frames a second for some reason, and like, why is that happening? The cutscenes are, like, those are things you intentionally plan to happen on time, like, on purpose all the time, so like, those should be optimized to run correctly. But like, yeah, I don't know. I will say, this has one of my favorite characters in any JRPG I've ever played. in Jensen. I think he's legitimately hilarious. That voice actor, I don't know who it is, but I feel like he's got to be like a stand-up comedian or something, because he is absolutely great, and he's the best part of this game for me. Next up is Madden 08. I'm only really keeping this just because of Scott the Woz. Man vs. Wild with Bear Grylls. This game is absolutely horrendous. One of the worst tie-in games I've ever played. I'm really only keeping it just because I remember we had it when we were younger. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's a fun fighting game. Not the best one I've ever played. I certainly like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 a lot more. But, I mean, this one's good too. Marvel's Ultimate Alliance and Forza 2. Haven't played Forza 2. Not really much of a reason for me to when I have Forza 3. But Ultimate Alliance, I've played a little bit of a long time ago when I was younger. I remember it being a fun time. And it was just cool. It was like one of the first games where you could have, all these Marvel characters interacting with each other. So, yeah, it's a cool game. Midnight Club Los Angeles. I remember we had this game because it was like GTA, but it was rated T, but you couldn't get out of the car. We only had this game because we couldn't get GTA at the time. And honestly, I'm kind of thankful for that, because nowadays I don't like the GTA series. I don't think they're that fun, so I'm glad we just bypassed them. But yeah, this game's fine. It's a fun-ish racing game. Yeah. Minecraft on 360. Strangely enough, I've actually played a lot of the 360 version of Minecraft. Even though we started on PC, when this version came out, for some reason we jumped on it. I don't know why. I think it's just because we could play it split screen. But yeah, I mean, it was a good version when it came out. Obviously, it's been eclipsed by all the other versions entirely, but yeah, it was good when it came out. Next up, got Mirror's Edge. I know this is supposed to be a great first-person platformer. I need to check it out. Mortal Kombat 9. This is probably my favorite traditional fighting game. And when I say traditional fighting game, I'm talking about, your Mortal Kombats, your Street Fighters, your Tekkens, all those type of games. Because otherwise Smash Bros. Is my favorite fighting game. But anyways, Mortal Kombat 9. I think this game is great. I don't really know if mechanically it's supposed to be super good competitive or not. I just know I had fun playing it, and I love the story mode in this game. I think that's the best reason to play this game. I think graphically it's held up pretty well, especially compared to Injustice, which looks absolutely hideous. I think this game looks great. I think the animations are great. The X-ray attacks are absolutely brutal. The fatalities are good. The story mode's good. I think this is just a great game, and it was a great revival to the series when it came out. Next, I've got Pocket Bike Racer. Haven't tried it out yet, but it's a Burger King game, so it's probably not going to be great. Next, I've got PES 2017 Pro Evolution Soccer. I don't know if it's accurate, but GameEye is telling me that this is supposed to be the most valuable game in my 360 collection. Maybe it's the last PES that came out on 360 or something. But yeah, I picked this up in a lot. It's in a kind of doggy condition, but yep, I got it. Next up, got Project Gotham Racing 3. Haven't checked it out, but it's a 360 exclusive that I was able to get for cheap, and I'm always hopping on those. Next up, got Quake 4. I don't think I've ever played a Quake game. I like arena shooters. I've played Quake Champions a bit, and I like Doom and the Doom remake, but I haven't played this game. Next up, got Rage. I don't know much about the game. All I know is that it was supposed to be a disappointment or something when it came out. I know it was hyped to hell. I remember seeing advertisements for it everywhere, seeing it in Game Informer. It was supposed to be a huge game when it came out, and I don't think it sold very well. And yeah, this is one of those weird re-release cases where it got re-released during the Xbox One time, and so they put it in this kind of halfway 360, halfway Xbox One case. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption. Very ambitious game. I tried getting into it. I'm not really into big open world sandbox games. I like a linear structure. I like just mission 1, mission 2, mission 3, end. This game is just kind of open-ended. You kind of go out and do things and interact with the world, and that's cool and it has its place, but I'm not into games like that. So I've got Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I know that this is just a crappy game that came out during the dark age of Capcom. Haven't played it. Saints Row. Absolutely fantastic cover art. Love the holographic on the title. But haven't played it. Need to play it because I know this is supposed to be you know, an absolute classic on the 360 at this point. I've got one of these Need for Speed games that are like kind of branded weird. This one's just called Shift 2 Unleashed, but it's got like the Need for Speed moniker below. Don't really know what's up with that. Haven't played it. Next up, got Skate 2. I've never been into the Skate series. Like, I tried playing this game, but like, if I'm gonna play a skating game as a video game, I'm just gonna play the Tony Hawk series. Like, I don't want to try and realistically accomplish tricks and stuff. Like, I just want to be ridiculous and score a bunch of points and, you know, press a button to do a heel flip. I don't want to actually do the heel flip myself with the sticks and stuff. Like, this game has its fans, and I know the third game is supposed to, you know, be like a giant meme or something. Yeah. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Haven't played it. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, the 360 version. I remember playing this a long time ago. It's you know, it's an okay character action game. I don't remember the plot very well. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Next I've got Shaun White Snowboarding. I'm sure it's a fine snowboarding game. Haven't played it. Next I've got Titanfall. This is supposed to be a very impressive port. Because it's pretty much the same game as the Xbox One version. It obviously just runs worse. And there's some cut content, but the actual gameplay itself, it's pretty much the same as that game, which is really impressive considering the 360 is a hardware-wise much inferior system to the Xbox One. So the fact that they were even able to get this game to run at more than like 2 frames a second is unbelievably impressive. MVG did a fantastic video on how they did it. Splinter Cell Conviction. Only reason I kept this was because GameStop wouldn't take it in. They were only gonna give me like 50 cents anyways, so yeah. Tony Hawk's Project 8. It's okay. Like, this is like the last sort of traditional-ish Tony Hawk game that I remember playing. And like, it's fine. I don't think it's as fun as the original Pro Skaters or the Underground series. The whole system where you're gaining points by doing, you know, missions and you're trying to become, you know, top 8 skater. I think it's an interesting concept, but I just don't think it's that fun overall. Like, I think the other games in the series are just more fun to play than this. Next up, got Top Spin 2. I don't know, for some reason, like, I really like the cover art. I don't know why. Like, it's just 2 tennis players, and it just says Top Spin 2, but for some reason, I just really think this is a great cover art. I don't know why. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. This is just supposed to be a terrible, terrible first-person shooter. And then lastly, I've got the Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged disc. I tried putting it in the 360. I don't really know if it works anymore, but like, I don't know what it's supposed to do. Because it doesn't take you into a game. It just takes you to your, like, you put it in the console, and it shows up as a disc that you can play. You click play, and it just takes you to your game library on the console. So I don't know if it's supposed to like install the games to your hard drive, or what. Because I checked and I didn't even see like the games that are on the box. Like, I didn't see them being installed on my system. I didn't see them in my library, so not really sure what's up with that. And with that was my 360 collection as of 2023. Thank you guys for watching.